Hello students, welcome to science class. In last videos we discussed about biotic and abiotic components. In this video we will discuss about interaction of plants and animals in the environment. So plants and animals both depend on each other. Interdependent means which are depending on each other for their food relationships directly or indirectly. The animals that feed on plants, right, and more of that animals again eaten by in turn eaten by some other animals, and that animals in turn eaten by some other animals, and these together forms a food chain, means who is eaten by whom, that makes a food chain. So like grass is eaten by deer and deer is eaten by lion. See in this picture, sun is giving energy to grass, which is a producer. Grass is a producer, and being a producer, grass makes food by using sun's light, and this grass again is eaten by deer. So deer is taking energy of sunlight through grass, okay, and again this deer is eaten by lion, right? So lion is again consumer of deer, right? So grass is a producer. Grass is a producer. Deer is primary consumer or known as herbivore. We can say it because deer is consuming grass, so it is also known as primary consumer, or we can call it as herbivore. Deer is herbivore or primary consumer. On the other hand, lion is secondary consumer. Secondary consumer, or carnivorous, or we can say lion as a carnivore, right? So grass is eaten by deer is eaten by lion, so they together makes a food chain, right? This type of food chain is an example of terrestrial food chain. Terrestrial means living on land. So all grass, deer, lion, they all three live on land only. They exist on land. So we call this food chain as a terrestrial food chain. Let's discuss some other examples also. In your book there is an activity to arrange these food chains, right? To arrange the components of this food chain in serial order, right? First one is owl, grass, grasshopper, rat, and snake. So what do you think? Which one is the correct answer? Do grass is eaten by owl? I don't think so that. Grass is not eaten by owl. No. Grasshopper is eaten by a snake. No, snake cannot catch grasshopper, right? Snake always eat rats. Yes. So the correct answer will be grass is eaten by grasshopper, as the name also indicate. Okay. So grasshopper is a primary consumer here, or a herbivore animal. And rat is a secondary consumer, because rat is eating grasshopper. Or third, nextly, snake eats the rat. In turn, snake is eaten by owl. So this type of food chain is a terrestrial food chain, because all these animals live on land or above the land. Like owl also live on land. It is owl do not live on in water, na, so it is not an aquatic food chain. It is a terrestrial food chain. Coming to the next example, dolphin, snail, tuna, and plankton. So first of all, let me tell you the meanings of these words. You must not be knowing these meanings. Plankton is small microscopic organisms which are not bigger but very very small, which can be seen with the help of microscope only. And tuna is the name of a fish, or it's a kind of fish, right? So dolphin, you know very well, a large fish. Okay, snail also you know. Let me show you pictures also. See, this is a photo of planktons. Planktons are the small microscopic organisms which are found in on the sea tides, or the sea or the ocean tides where they are present, but they cannot be seen with the naked eyes. We cannot see them as it is, but these are the simple diagrammatic diagram I'm showing you of planktons. Very small microorganisms these all are, which we cannot see directly with our eyes. It can be seen under microscope only. This is a snail. See, snail, right? You must have seen. This is the shell of the snail, hard, and this whole is a soft body of the snail which lives inside this shell. Okay, so this is a soft body of snail. This soft body, it protects its bodies by keeping it under this shell. This is a kind of tuna fish. Okay, a smaller fish smaller than dolphin. So we can solve this now. Plankton, these are very small microscopic organisms, so these can be eaten earlier by snail. Snail can see because these are very very small. And tuna is a small fish but bigger than snail, so tuna can eat snail. And dolphin is again bigger than tuna, so it can consume tuna fish. Okay, so this whole, all the components of this food chain are, they all live in water, so we call this food chain as aquatic food chain. One last example is shark, fish, seal, algae. Algae, you must have seen a green color present on the water. Let me show you once. This is algae. This green color. See, this green color present on the water is algae. Algae is a green colored producer which lives on water like plants, but it is not plant exactly. Okay, so it's a green in color which perform photosynthesis during daytime, and it acts as a producer in aquatic food chains mostly. Seal also mentioned in that example. So this is a kind of seal which again lives in water. So the correct answer will be here: shark, fish, seal, algae. Food chain is algae eaten by fish. Fish is small, okay, smaller than seal, which I showed you in picture, right? And again shark is bigger than seal, so it will consume seal. So this kind of food chain is aquatic, as all the components of these food chain lives in water, so this is aquatic food chain.